Hello there, Pisces. Thank you for joining me. This is going to be your full moon reading for August 3rd. If you're new to my channel, my name is Melissa, and I do the zodiac readings a little bit differently. I don't follow a timeline. I follow the full moon and the new moon. The new moon being the beginning of the cycle, the full moon being the peak of the cycle, which is what we're looking at. So at the peak of the cycle, this is where your manifestations are starting to bloom. Things that you had put intentions for at the new moon, this is when you'll either see them start to grow or recognize that it's time to release. So we're going to dive right in. I'm going to do 9 cards. We're going to do 3 cards for the overall energy so we can get an idea of what's going on, and then 3 cards for what the moon is trying to show you, and 3 cards of advice or actions to take or anything else it wants you to know. So what is the overall energy for Pisces, please? Okay, that one really wants to come out. I'm taking it. All right, there's that one. Woo! 9 of Wands. I almost threw that one across the room. The Temperance card and the 2 of Pentacles. Okay, so I'm kind of feeling like the energy right now is kind of like you're like at a standstill. You're waiting for something. There's a lot of work, a lot of progress that's been made, but you're kind of either hesitating or like at a standstill. So we have the Temperance card, which, oh, I didn't show you this one. Here's the 9 of Wands. This is where all the work, there's a bunch of work that's been done, but you're standing around kind of waiting to see what the next step should be. And then we have the Temperance card, which is about taking things slow, a little bit at a time. And, baby steps, there's a process, but a little goes a long way. And then we have the 2 of Pentacles, which is, I'm up in the air. I don't know which way to go. I can't make a decision, weighing your options. So I really get the sense that you're either hesitating. I really get the hesitating more than anything, because there is the Temperance, which does indicate some movement. But, with the 9 of Wands kind of at a standstill, checking out your progress, crossing, like checking the list, but, not really putting anything else on the list. And then that 2 of Pentacles where you're just kind of like, I don't know, what do I do? So yeah, I just kind of feel like you're either hesitant for something, or, you're just stopped altogether. Like there was progress and you're like, that's good enough. That's good enough for now. I'll get back to it later. When I'm done juggling my coins in the air. So that's kind of what I get. Let's see what we've got here. What does the full moon have in store for Pisces? 9 of Swords. God, that damn 9 of Swords keeps coming out like almost every reading. All right, 7 of Cups and the High Priestess as well. The 9 of Swords fell right below the 9 of Wands. So we have 9 energy here, which the 9 in kind of numerology kind of terms is the end, is the, like that's kind of done. It's about being on a path of creating a new cycle. Like you've been there, you've done that. And, but the swords are always about the mind. And the swords have a bad rap. The swords are about pain and trauma. And this is definitely about sleepless nights and anxiety and worry and not being able to get out of your head. Okay, so again, there's no progress here. This is stuck. This is stuck, stagnant energy being stuck in your head. And we also have the 7 of Cups, which is very much similar energy where you just don't know which way to go. There's too many options here. Whichever cup you get, it could be good, it could be bad. There could be a beautiful lady in there, there could be a hissing snake, who knows? And so, a lot of people, when they get to a point of overwhelm with too many options, they stop. Okay, they like fight, flight, or freeze. There's another one, fawn, but I'm not really sure about that one. It's a new one. But fight or flight here, we freeze. We freeze when we have too many options. I know I do sometimes, and it comes hand in hand with anxiety. You have too many options. You have too many things going on. You're worried and you're not sleeping well, and so because you don't know where to start or you don't know which direction to go, you don't go in any direction. Okay, and then we have the High Priestess. So the High Priestess, of course, is all about intuition and trusting your gut. And as a Pisces, you are naturally intuitive. There's something I feel like that your gut is trying to tell you, but you're not trusting it. You're not trusting it. So it could be, because of the way I'm laying this out, it very well could be that the full moon is kind of bringing something to the surface for you to trust your gut on. Like, there's something, there's several options, several things that you could do on your path. And it's the opportunity for you to trust those instincts is going to present itself. And it's an opportunity for you to overcome this anxiety, this worry. It's an opportunity for you to make a move when you don't feel like it's going to be the right one. And I feel like that's a major issue with anxiety, okay? And, just worrying in general is you are really afraid of making the wrong choice, so you don't make any. And, it's really a good time to tap into that intuition. You just don't know if you can trust it. I don't know if your intuition has failed you in the past. And so now you're like, F that noise. Like, it's not real. It's not true. I mean, you're watching a tarot reading, so there's got to be something in you that believes that. But, maybe you thought you were trusting your gut. You thought you were using your intuition, and it turned out to be a wrong answer. But, sometimes you have to go down the wrong path in order to know what the right path looks like. And I firmly believe that if you just keep trusting your intuition, and, the more you trust it, the more familiar it feels, and you'll not have this feeling as much. I mean, if you have anxiety, you have anxiety, but there are many other ways to deal with it. But, you'll be able to make a decision. But not making any decision is just as bad, if not worse, than making the wrong decision. Even if you make the wrong decision, it eventually can lead you to a path of knowledge. We learn from our mistakes. So I'm really concerned that you're operating from a fearful perspective. And I know I hate saying it and I hate hearing it. Just trust your gut, trust your instincts, go with your intuition, just, feel it through. Well, sometimes that's hard, especially when you have anxiety. Like, you can't feel the feels because you're thinking the thoughts, and the thoughts are coming so fast that you don't have a chance to feel what's going on in your emotional, body, because you're stuck in here. So, maybe taking some time to, okay, all right, body, tell me what I need to know. Just try. I know it's hard, but, and I hate saying it. I know it feels, it tastes bad coming out of my mouth, being like, just trust your intuition. And, if you're still here, thank you, because I probably would have switched to another video, if I had a tarot reader go, just trust your intuition. But it really does come down to making the decision to make the decision. And even if that's the only step you take, at least it's a step. All right, let's get some more cards for advice or actions to take, which I feel like I kind of already said, but any advice or actions to take for, full moon. Let's see, 10 of Wands, 6 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles. Doing the work leads you to better places, okay? This is overwhelming work, and, this is you putting in the work. Something just popped in my head, and then it left because I didn't acknowledge it quick enough. Leads to victory. This is the victory card. This is the taking action led me to victory, okay? This is doing the work. This is putting in a lot of work. It's going to take some work. Did we have another 10 out here? No, we didn't. Putting in the work. And here we have the 5 of Pentacles, which is kind of doom and gloom a little bit. But if you think about it in other terms, with the, with the victory card next to him, putting in the work, it's really about realizing that, were they kicked out of this building that clearly has warmth inside and stuck out in the snow? Or are they just coming up to it? Are they out in the snow, freezing cold, coming up to this warm, lighted window for reprieve. Okay? Like, you know, perspective. Perspective is very important here. Do the work and look for opportunities here. This is an opportunity. This is a window, a doorway. Windows and doorways are opportunities for you to walk through to a new reality, to a new situation. Look for opportunities where it feels warm. If something feels warm, I feel like that may be the advice here. Your intuition will feel warm for you, perhaps. But it's going to take some work. You're going to have to put in the legwork. You're going to have to, you know, use some elbow grease and get in there. But, you know, keep a victory in mind. Have, which is going to be hard considering this Nine of Swords energy that's in here, but, you know, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. That's kind of what I'm getting from this card. And also this one, there's a light at the end of the, you know, snowstorm here. But, you know, look for that warmth. Find some little tiny bit of warmth and go with it and see where it leads you. Because, like I said, ultimately, you know, it is up to you. So, even if deciding to take action is the only action you take, I feel like that's a victory. Okay? So, thank you so much for watching. I wish you the best with whatever the situation is. Feel free to comment. Let me know what's going on. Reach out. I'm here for you. If this resonated, please give it a like. And if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. I will see you in the next video. And as always, have a blessed day.